It's Nik Lewis. I'm back with DeVone Claybrooks, D coordinator, Calgary Stampeders. So the first question is,
how you get this gig? That might be the question we need to answer. Because they let anybody on the internet these days, huh?
Feel like
just have an iPhone.
I feel like I'm interviewing LeVar Ball. He's like trying to hijack the interview.
I'm not trying to hijack the interview, but you can watch and you can bet, though, the Lakers going to make the playoffs.
So, could I steal 2 more years at DN in your defense? Because I feel like in your defense, I got to be successful.
I mean,
so
I do have 4.
It's either the scheme.
I do have 4 starting caliber DNs on my roster right now. That's very true. They can start
didn't know he can only play half the season. Let me play half. Let me play the other half.
He played half, but he's still led the league in sacks. Men lie, women lie. Man, I can't even get 2 good rushes, man, out of you.
I told him that he had a John Corner season.
Okay, so are you gonna retire or not? If you don't retire and come back, you already decided you bigger than any D tackle I got anyway. If you want to get technical, stop pulling on that shirt.
Michael bigger than me.
Stop pulling on that shirt.
Closest. I'm short.
You are Oompa Loompa.
Hey, so it's probably been a up and down year for you, man. Going through what happened last year and then coming into this season, and the downs was losing to us and then losing at the end of the season. How did it feel that everybody turned against y'all so fast? It was almost like y'all went from unbeatable to now nobody thinks you can beat Edmonton in the Western Final last week.
It's funny that you would say that because considering that we were like the least talked about CFL team, and in the last 4 weeks we've got more pub than all of them combined, it's pretty peculiar to us that we understand that we know that everybody loves drama and everybody loves. That's entertainment. If the Kardashians didn't fight, you wouldn't be watching it. So the turmoil that goes there, and we didn't panic in our situation. We're a veteran team, and we got a continuity in our organization. We understand the standard, and we're able to critique ourselves and able to get things done.
Staying cool under pressure. Looking at you, you've only lost your cool probably once or twice on TV. Is it wearing those shorts in the cold? Does that help you stay cool under pressure? Are you worried about, I can't wait to get into the warm? Or what is it that allows you to be so focused and so mentally where you do not over-exaggerate? You do more of telling people to get back than you actually show towards your team.
When you have a great group that I have, they're able to understand that we spend so much time in the film study as each positional group and as a staff. We understand and dissect their offense to a point to where our players understand it because they put in the extra time. They're beating there early. They're staying late. They're walking through problems that we have during the week on their own. And when you have that standard of excellence, the only time you feel pressure is when you feel like when you're not prepared. That's when you have pressure, when you're not prepared, because something might pop up that you're not prepared for, and then that's where pressure. And pressure can bust pipes and make diamonds, and I do have a few rings in my drawer.
And you're close to another one. You got a tough battle. I mean, when you look at a team that when you played Toronto last, that probably I would say they're playing better now offensively.
Without a question.
Coombs is playing better. They always have SJ that's able to make big plays at big times. They have a couple other guys. Armani Edwards is becoming better and better every week. James Wilder. How do you challenge your defense not to just go out and play, but to try to go out and make a statement? Like, I know you want to go in this game and say, we don't want to win by 1. We want to prove that we can beat teams.
Well, at the end of the day, if I got to do motivation in the Grey Cup in the final game, then I obviously don't have the right defensive players on my unit. And I can tell you that firsthand. These guys have played wars and battles and understand what's required and what's expected of them. And the best part about it is being a coach, what makes it easy is when they hold themselves to the higher standard. Charleston and Michael are going to compete to who's going to get the first sack with JD, and Bell and Wall and all those guys in the back end, Ciante and Tommy and them and Shaq going to really try to see who can get the first pick. They're going to hold themselves to a higher standard, and as long as they do that, we're going to play at a high level. And when you play at a high level, you're cooking like hot grease, and you know how that go.
2 more questions. First question. Your defense played great as a unit, but didn't have a lot of all-stars in the back end. Anything you want to tell the media of what they do and why they should get more credit?
Well, I think it goes to the old adage of everybody's so used to us winning that it just goes to that same adage. You're good for a reason and a purpose, but Stampeders, you can't have 7 Stampeders on an All-Star team. At this point, we know they're good, so why would we keep voting them there? And it shortchanges my guys. I think that's probably the most disappointing part to me is that, these guys have All-Star money and incentives in their contract, and you got teams that gave up, football fields of yardage in the air, and when you lead the league in yardage by a wide margin and to not have as many All-Stars as you should, it's definitely frustrating because not for me and myself, and it's frustrating for my kids because they work so hard and they put the time in to be the best and they deserve to be recognized as the best, and that's what makes you mad.
Would you talk to them about being more vocal in the media so they can get more publicity?
No, not at all. I think that, you're gonna be talking about us on Monday. So you know that whether it's good or bad, you're still gonna be talking about us on Monday. I think if you go out there and do your job and you let it take care of itself, and cream always race right to the top, and as long as you're understood and respected by your peers for being one of the better guys in this league and your craft, trust me, every receiver in the league can name all my DBs. I can tell you that.
That's true.
And it don't matter after that.
Who's going to win the national championship? College football.
I don't really see anybody beating Alabama.
There it is. DeVone Claybrooks.
Hey, I know Sip loving that. Roll Tide.